Hey everyone, how's it going? So I'm Tiff. I actually don't come from Magic Eden. I used to work at Magic Eden, but now I work at ME Foundation. And I'm working on the token launch for ME, which is going to be Magic Eden's official token. So what I'm going to do today is just share the general vision of the token. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. We'll keep it super casual. I appreciate you guys all being here. I know it's like the second day of the conference. Everyone's pretty tired, so let's get into it. So before I talk about the token, maybe I'll just quickly ask people, when you think of the stories of the internet of how, in the last 10 years, what are the kinds of names that come to mind? Maybe you might think of like Facebook, you might think of Google. The point being that the names that you're thinking of are all consumer companies. And in crypto today, we are still so early that most of the stories about crypto are still about infrastructure. Whether it's blockchains, it's developer tooling, it's node infrastructure, all of that kind of stuff. But we currently believe that crypto is about to have a cusp where the DApp layer, aka the decentralized application layer, is becoming ever more important. And the role that Bitcoin is going to play in it will be ever more important as well. Let's see if this is working. I don't know how to get to the next slide. Can somebody help me? Okay, sick. Maybe we'll do like I'll just like talk to you. Oh, no, there's no slide. Okay, so our thesis is that the on-chain economy is going to be huge. So today, most crypto users are using centralized exchanges, right? They're like trading stuff on Coinbase, they're going to Upbit, Binance, etc. But the thing is, all the innovation is happening on-chain, right? Whether it's new use cases, new types of digital assets, and oh, sorry, can we go back to the other slide? All right, sick. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, we believe the on-chain economy is going to be huge, right? And why hasn't the on-chain economy grown? There's been a lot of talk about how this cycle there aren't a meaningful amount of new retail users coming in. It feels very PvP in general, but why is that? If we think about it, to do something on-chain, it actually requires a lot of effort, right? I tried to actually onboard somebody into NFTs like in 2021. It took me 90 minutes, right? I had to be like, okay, you download this app, you on-ramp here. Oh, don't forget to join this Discord, and then maybe follow this Twitter, and good luck. Now, though, you're going to see more dApps, and Magic Eden being one of them, kind of rise to the surface where they can do an end-to-end experience, and they're cross-chain, and they're mobile. And so our belief is that users need a trusted home across chains to do the on-chain things that they want to do. And we believe that Magic Eden will fill that gap. And we believe that the token ME will incentivize those things. That's the big picture for the whole token narrative. But let's keep going. Maybe I'll just tell you. Next slide, please. All right, so basically the typical token project is on the left here, right? So whether it's a chain, right, or it's some kind of infra tooling, or it's a DApp that lives on a single chain. Whereas this token, ME, is going to be horizontally integrated across all these different chains. And it focuses on the top layer. So it focuses on the decentralized app layer for trading, as well as the wallet layer for identity. And so the positioning of this token is already really different compared to most other projects. Next, please. All right, let's talk a little bit about Magic Eden. So Magic Eden is a lot of things. Number one, it is the #1 NFT platform. It has over 60% of all revenue. It makes double the revenue of OpenSea, actually. A lot of people don't know this. And number two is that Magic Eden, we can go to the next slide, is actually the #1 Bitcoin DApp. So I'll talk about this for a little bit. So, basically Bitcoin was a store of digital gold, right? For basically the entire time Bitcoin was in existence until ordinals. Ordinals was the first time people wanted to create smart contracts in Bitcoin and do stuff with Bitcoin. So Magic Eden was very opportunistic and entered Bitcoin in Q1 of 2023. And through that, Magic Eden learned a lot about the Bitcoin environment. From that, Magic Eden was also able to enter runes. And so actually I just got done with this lunch, and someone was telling me about how the story of runes is really exciting because it combined audiences across the East and the West. Because in the East, people were trading BRC20s, but in the West, people were trading ordinals. And runes was that first opportunity where these two audiences kind of converged. And what Magic Eden was able to deliver was a trading experience for runes. And happy to announce that more development for runes is coming up in the next month. But the point being that, these were two use cases where it was like Magic Eden found these alternative assets, right? These assets that usually centralized exchanges, they don't have the time or the resources to like pay attention to, but these are things that users care about. And so Magic Eden was able to like capitalize on that trend. And basically the graph you see in the bottom right, is the progression between BRC20s and runes. So runes now accounts for over 60% of all Bitcoin transactions, which is kind of crazy. And then on top of that, 90% of all Bitcoin fungibles are now runes instead of BRC20. This is according to the Binance first year report, first half of the year report. Next slide, please. Okay, so why is it important to be the biggest Bitcoin DApp? Magic Eden is actually the largest Bitcoin DApp, for those who don't know. So if you take a look on the left, right, you can take a look at the market cap for Ethereum, Solana, and then you take a look at the market cap for all SPL tokens and all ERC tokens. And you can actually see that, this graph is probably outdated, right? Given that all the Solana meme coin craze happened, you can probably estimate that the, market cap for all SPL tokens is actually higher than what's suggested on this graph. But when it comes to Bitcoin, obviously we know Bitcoin is the most traded asset, right, digital asset. But we believe that there is some opportunity. Maybe it's not as high as like the dotted line suggests, but maybe it's like 10% of that or like even 5% of that. Like that still represents an enormous opportunity. And we believe that given that Bitcoin is like the grandfather of all chains, and it's ultimately the thing that retail people know about crypto, right? We believe that there's going to be a massive opportunity. And the graph on the right is just a further testament of that. If you look at the people who transacted on BRC20s, on runes, on ordinals, there's like $400 million of dry powder that's just sitting in these wallets. And those are like captive opportunities for, Bitcoin development to happen. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so basically, this is actually a GIF, but unfortunately we had to show the PDF. What this slide is trying to say is that in order to kind of like bridge the gap between, what currently exists for decentralized applications today and what we want the future to be, Magic Eden has created Magic Eden Wallet. So this is like the next big bet, right? It's the idea that we live in a multi-chain world. Users are mobile, and users want flexibility. They want to trade NFTs, they want to trade tokens, wherever they want to do it. Like they want to do it in like a one-stop shop capacity. And so that's what Magic Eden is building, the ability for you to do cross-chain swaps, the ability for you to manage your token assets, for you to list your NFTs all in one place. And the fun story is that, some people will think, oh, Magic Eden only does NFTs, but around like over 20% of Magic Eden's revenue now is actually from token trading. And that is primarily from runes trading, as well as the token swaps that are happening, cross-chain token swaps in the wallet. So let's go to the next slide. So basically, this is kind of like the future vision of Magic Eden, right? So it's a cross-chain platform, and then across all these chains, there will be different use cases, whether that's minting or whether that's, what does it say here? NFT trading, minting, token trading, wallet and portfolio, and many other products coming soon. And all of these products, if you go to the next slide, are going to be incentivized through this token. So like it is the belief that this token is going to be able to incentivize people to download the wallet. So one of the most interesting things is that the token claim is actually going to happen inside of Magic Eden Wallet. So if you think about like the state of dApps today, it's like, imagine someone telling you, oh, you want to use like, I don't know, TikTok? Okay, you have to like log into this other, company's application in order to like use TikTok. That's the state of Web3 decentralized applications today. In the future, my personal belief is that we will see like kind of the cream of the crop rise to the top, where you're going to see a long tail of like decentralized applications on different chains, but you'll see like, a small number, let's like 5 to 10 apps that are truly cross-chain, that can truly take you end to end. So you could actually tell your friend, oh, you wanted to get into crypto, download this one app, and it'll take you like the whole way through. And, there are other players that are doing this really well. Like, one of the names that comes to mind is like OKX Wallet, because they have like NFTs, they have tokens across all chains. And then I think like this wallet is trying to do that as well. But for the focus on these alternative assets is probably what's going to make Magic Eden Wallet shine, as well as a token. And basically, so this entire life cycle, right, of people doing stuff within crypto, on-chain activity will all be incentivized through this token. That's just kind of a summary. We think like this is really exciting news for Bitcoin, considering Magic Eden is the largest Bitcoin DApp. And if you guys have any questions, like let me know. Thank you.